Hello everyone, Dr. Rawls here. Why is it so hard to diagnose Lyme disease? That's a common question that comes up, and it really depends on when you test for it. The testing is designed to test for acute Lyme disease. When you get bitten by a tick and the microbes enter your bloodstream, they are very rapidly, as fast as they can, moving from the tick bite through your bloodstream to disseminate out into tissues. So fairly quickly, they invade white blood cells, which helps them to be dispersed throughout the body. So they're clearing the bloodstream. Borrelia is not a new microbe to humans. Humans have been being infected by this microbe for thousands, even millions of years. It's a very ancient microbe. So the immune system knows it. And that's why people don't really get acutely ill when they first get infected. So as soon as that thing enters the body, the microbes have a little bit of time that the tick gives them. The tick saliva depresses the immune system so they can get a head start, but they're running. The immune system is hot on their tail and trying to get rid of them. They're really good at persisting, and the way they do that is buried deep in tissues. So you've got a window of opportunity when these things are moving through the bloodstream and when the immune system is reacting maximally, that you can actually find these things. So that's when the diagnosis is most accurate, and that's what the testings are designed for, is during that acute phase of weeks to months. The thing is, most people don't get that symptomatic from an acute tick bite unless there are other microbes besides Borrelia in the mix, which often occurs. But many people don't get sick. They don't get sick until later when their immune system has been disrupted, and they end up with what we define as chronic Lyme disease. So once you're in the state of this thing called chronic Lyme disease, the microbes are buried deeply in your tissues, the immune reaction has been attenuated, it's not as strong, so the testing isn't as accurate. So when we look at testing, how do you define that a test is good? Well, you take that test and you take a group of people that you know have the microbe in their system. So, you know, you are aware from culture testing that 100% of those people are infected with the microbe, and you see how well your test stands up to that control population. So if it says it's 95% good, well, in that known population that are acutely ill, then you pick up your test is good to pick up 95% of those people that are 100% infected. You take that out to a chronic illness population, and you're just not going to ever see the same results. Beyond that, there are many, many species of Borrelia, and the testing may test for the current ones that we know about in that region, but what we're finding is people moving around the world, and that many of these species are now becoming disseminated around the world, and they're probably Borrelia species that we don't know about. In addition, then you've got all the co-infections, and Mycoplasma, Borrelia, Bartonella, and all of these other microbes can cause very similar symptoms. So you could actually have other microbes besides Borrelia, the one that classically defines Lyme disease, and still have all the symptoms, but not have a positive test for Lyme disease. So when you go about the testing, always take it with a grain of salt. Just because if you have all the symptoms of Lyme disease, a possible history of tick bite, but a negative test, I can tell you, you're carrying tick-borne microbes. You've got microbes in your system. So if you'd like to know more about topics like that and what to do about it, check out my website, rawlsmd.com. Sign up for our newsletter. We're constantly putting out information that's helpful for solving these kinds of problems. Thanks for watching my video. I hope you found it helpful. Be sure and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any upcoming videos. And while you're at it, please take the time to leave me a comment. I would really like to know of any questions that you might want answered in future videos. Thanks for watching.